Russia is watching, and they are nervous. A new wave of American firepower is rolling across Europe. Steel giants, combat vehicles from the legendary 1st Cavalry Division are now being deployed into Poland. This is not just another exercise. This is a statement, a message, a reminder that the United States Army is ready, fast, and relentless. As Russia escalates its rhetoric and tensions grow along NATO's eastern flank, the site of U.S. Ninth Session, armored columns moving through Poland sends a clear warning. The alliance stands united, and its shield is stronger than ever. In the early hours of the operation, railheads come alive. Dozens of flatbed cars, loaded with M1 Abrams tanks, Bradley fighting vehicles, and heavy equipment, begin to roll. Soldiers of the 1st Cavalry Division coordinate every movement, ensuring precision as combat power is shifted eastward. This deployment is not improvised. It is meticulously planned, showcasing America's ability to project power rapidly across continents. Each tracked vehicle represents not just firepower, but also deterrence. Poland has become a frontline state of NATO. Bordering Ukraine and Belarus, it carries immense strategic importance. For years, Warsaw has demanded more Allied presence, and now the U.S. answers that call. The arrival of American heavy armor strengthens NATO's forward defense. For Russia, this movement is impossible to ignore. It places U.S. forces directly on Moscow's doorstep, reinforcing the line that Russia cannot cross. The 1st Cavalry Division is not just any unit. It is one of the most iconic divisions in U.S. military history, known for its speed, its armor, and its combat record. From the jungles of Vietnam to the deserts of Iraq, the division has proven its ability to adapt and dominate. Now, in Europe, its presence carries symbolic and strategic weight. These soldiers and their vehicles are more than equipment. They are a promise to allies and a warning to adversaries. For Russia, every train car unloaded in Poland is a reminder that NATO is not retreating. Instead, it is expanding its shield and reinforcing its sword. The Kremlin understands what these deployments mean. Faster NATO response time, greater armored presence near Russian borders, and undeniable proof that the U.S. is willing to commit real combat power to Eastern Europe. This is why Russia is nervous. What may look like routine logistics is, in reality, a show of strength. At the railhead, American soldiers work tirelessly, guiding massive tanks down ramps, securing vehicles for transport, and preparing convoys that will move deeper into Poland. Every detail is critical, every movement is rehearsed, because this is not just about moving vehicles, it is about moving power, credibility, and deterrence. This deployment is part of a larger strategy. The U.S. continues to rotate forces across Europe under Operation Atlantic Resolve, ensuring that NATO allies remain shielded from aggression. It is a commitment measured not in words, but in steel, soldiers, and speed. The presence of the 1st Cavalry Division is a clear reminder America is here to stay. For Poland, the sight of American armor on its soil is more than reassurance. It is a guarantee that if conflict spreads westward, they will not stand alone. Polish forces train side by side with Americans, building interoperability and preparing for scenarios they hope will never come. But hope alone is not enough. That is why the U.S. sends its best. As the trains continue to roll and combat vehicles take their positions in Poland, one fact becomes undeniable. The United States and NATO are preparing for any challenge, at any time. Russia watches with unease, because this deployment is not just symbolic, it is real. Real tanks, real soldiers, real power. And if Moscow had doubts about NATO's resolve, those doubts are now shattered under the weight of America's armored steel.